Hi everyone, I am your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before I get started with my reaction and opinion regarding the subject at hand, yes, ChatGPT, diving into some technology discussions, but I thought that this would be something that those who are not aware could become aware of. I actually did a chat GPT video about a couple months ago. I kind of got discouraged simply because I cannot upload it for some reason to. Well, I can upload it, but the sound is not there. And I've tried many different forms, but that's neither here nor there. So this is sort of like a redo. But before I continue, like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment as well. Drop a comment. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio, excuse me, of Chatbox. Pretty much it touches on what it is, just the logistics of it. It's just a small snippet of a video that I grabbed from YouTube. If those do not know by now, I'm very fascinated with technology, and as I stated before, it's like a gift and a curse. So it can be great, and it also could be dangerous, depending on, I would say, the user. The user. So let me play this clip really quickly about Chat GPT. Sorry, I don't know why I say Chatbox. Here we go.
Has been hailed as a game changer. It can write songs,
Melissa's got a vision, a story she wants to tell.
define quantum mechanics, as well as explaining how I could boost my intelligence. Google has also released a competitor, Bard. Impressive, right? Computers seem to be rapidly outsmarting their creators. But is that really true?
We have a lot of very sophisticated algorithms, but basically what these algorithms are doing is getting a lot of information from the internet. So they're capable of, addressing all kind of situations, all kind of questions. They're not very good in adapting. They're not very good in learning something in some scenario, in some environment, and then generalize it to a different environment. And this is something that children and infants are very good at.
It's our adaptability that keeps us one step ahead of AI. From birth, our brain adapts and molds itself to the environment in a very efficient way.
We're very, very far away from having computers that are very adaptable, I think. Maybe we'll figure it out how that happens. But the fact that these algorithms usually don't have buddies, and even if they have buddies, they're robots. Their body doesn't change. Their experiences are much less flexible. There's a lot less variability compared to children and infants that need to adapt to different body every day.
The truth is, neuroscientists still don't know exactly how or why our brain is so good at adapting. And until we know better how this process works, computers are not going to come anywhere close. And luckily, ChatGPT knows the limits of its own virtual mind.
It cannot replicate the full range of human intelligence.
Okay, there you have it. I hope this is making sense to some, if not all. But as I stated before, I'm a bit fascinated by technology. Always have been. So what is Chat GPT? This is going to be a two-part video. The second part, I'm going to dive more into the jobs replacement aspect of AI, artificial intelligence. That's what AI is. And it's in connection with Chat GPT. It's all AI, artificial intelligence, which is computer generated type of functions being taken over by computers as opposed to a human being. So, Chat GPT. What is Chat GPT? Let's see. Okay. Right here we have what does GPT chat means? Chat generative pre-trained transformer. This is what it is. Chat GPT is a chatbot powered by artificial intelligence that is developed by OpenAI. And this was launched in 2022. What else does it say? Google state, and this is from Google, you guys. So all of this is out here. I'm just doing a snippet, a rundown of it. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot developed by OpenAI and launched in November 2022. It is built on top of OpenAI's GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 families of large language models and has been fine tuned using both supervised and reinforcement learning techniques. So yeah, there you have it with that. So I hope you kind of get a somewhat better understanding of what Chat GPT is. But in my opinion, in simplest terms, Chat GPT, for example, if you want to contest something, say on Amazon, or you have an issue with your AT&T account, your bill, and it's like a computer generated type of, if you're on the app, it's like a even if you're over the phone, it'll say something like, these are the questions. Is this something that you're looking for? And it'll point you kind of in a direction. But the thing is, and what they were stating in that little snippet, that little video that I was played for you guys early on, is that Chat GPT doesn't have the ability at this present time to kind of generalize things or convert over to something else, like from a human's form. So, say you have an issue with your cell phone. Something's not working properly on your cell phone. And then so you go through the application on your phone, the app, and then it's pointing you to these boxes where it's asking you, do you have questions about your bill? Is this an IT question? Is this it gives you like 3 or 4 different general questions, but you have a specific issue, and those questions doesn't point to your specific issue. That's how Chat GPT sort of fails. But overall, it's kind of successful. It's kind of successful in a sense where it is replacing jobs. Because just think about how many jobs human beings was in that space of answering questions, customer service, just general customer service inquiries. And now it's set up as a chat bots, however you want to call it. All of it's AI driven, which is artificially intelligence driven. So yeah. So like I said, that's your example in simplest terms. If you have an issue with Amazon, maybe you didn't receive the right item, you go onto their website and it's going to direct you to, oh, is this the type of question you have? What is your concern? This and that. These are already programmed, computer generated questions to try to direct you to this computer generated customer service type of function. But the downside is, as I stated before, and as they stated in that video, chatbots generalizing, like from having the ability to adapt from a human form to say, okay, this is not the specific question. Okay, roll me over to something else. But what's set up now is that you'll be connected, hopefully, to a human being. I know for me, I've had issues being connected to a human being when I felt that the chat box and the AI questionnaire is not specific to my concern, my question. So yeah, there you have it. That's what it is. This is interesting because, and I say this to say that, as I stated before, I know it's taking over so many careers and jobs. It's just like even with content creation on YouTube. I can actually set it up where a chatbot does this for me. An AI does this. I don't have to speak. I can be the driver of it. I can set it up that way. You can actually do faceless content, computer generated content, and that's AI, artificial intelligence. That's Chat GPT. It really is. So you're speaking things and it's doing it for you. So I'm speaking certain things and it's doing it for me. It's typing it all out. It's recording it. It's coding. It's computer generated. Technology is just so amazing. I don't know. I get super excited about technology. As I stated before, though, it's like a gift and a curse. But yeah, it's really definitely replacing jobs. That leads me to this article that I read recently, and then also too, I'm going to go into how the tech world a lot of layoffs in the tech world. But it brings me to this article that I read like a couple months ago, and this is when I did my initial ChatGPT AI video, which for some reason I hear the audio on my phone, but I transferred it over to a couple different apps, editing apps, and you still don't hear the audio. It's just weird. And I don't hear the audio when I upload it to YouTube, when I publish it in YouTube. So I just completely removed it. But AI powered robot lawyer won't argue in court. I don't know if you guys read anything about that, but this was earlier this year. They actually had a AI attorney scheduled to argue in court. A robot lawyer powered by artificial intelligence was set to be the first of its kind to help a defendant fight a traffic ticket in court next month. And this was early in January. But the experiment has been scrapped after state bar prosecutors threatened the man behind the company that created the chatbot with prison time. Wow. Wow. Again, this is back in January, so that did not happen. And I think the guy who created this artificial attorney, I do believe he is fighting this. He's appealing this. And I'm not sure where they're at with that, but I just found this to be fascinating because, yeah, one day is arguing a ticket, then the next day it's arguing a criminal case, and I'm just being facetious right now. But yeah, so it's just, this was really interesting, and it just shows you how AIs are taking over. It's definitely taking over. And again, this was just a simple traffic ticket, something minor, it wasn't criminal. It was just a ticket. But again, today you have a traffic ticket. Tomorrow you have civil cases, insurance cases, criminal cases, intellectual property cases being argued in court. Again, I just find it so hilarious and also fascinating at best. This is really, really crazy, and it leads me to state that these AIs are taking over. They're taking over in the educational industry. You got education. You have businesses. You have accounting. Nowadays, you can file your taxes online. Remember, you just have to go in person. As you have a tax preparer, all of that. Everything is being funneled through electronic applications. Even now, some certified, some CPAs, they have their clients, they have apps that they go by. They have their clients upload all their information to apps, and it gets right over to the CPA. The CPA could be in California and work on your taxes, and there you have it. The CPA is pretty much don't really need to hire an assistant, don't need to hire someone else to gather your information. It's just everything is being done through programming, through AI. A CPA doesn't really need to have a physical office. Their office is virtual, so technology is definitely taking over, But that article, I'm going to have to do some more digging on what's the update in terms of the AI lawyer. I found that to be so freaking interesting, and it was hilarious as well. It was definitely hilarious. There's an article in Fox Business News. Will artificial intelligence take over jobs, careers across varying fields? Could be at risk. And as I've stated before, I'll go more into details as to what careers or jobs are more at risk. But yeah, this article from Fox Business News, I'm going to read some excerpts from this article. It states artificial intelligence experts and industry leaders have warned that automation, as I was just stating, and reliance on programs like OpenAI's ChatGPT could have a drastic impact on millions of jobs, particularly in industries that can be easily automated. Mm. I remember I had a manager some years ago, many moons ago, and we kind of had a conversation about it, automation, and I saw automation transform at the company I was once working for. Just and we went from actual files to electronic everything, electronic filing, meaning everything is stored in the cloud. You know, you don't need physical file forms. You don't need paper. We went to a paperless environment. So that just shows you that there's no need now. There's no need for a male team. There's no need to hire male people for office work. It really isn't. Especially when nowadays they have like electronic signatures. That's coming more to in fruition. Of course, you have risk in terms of fraud and things of that nature, but wow, it's showing you technology and just the evolution of it is just showing you the advancement and how great it has evolved. But at the same time, it's a bit scary because if you don't keep up, you'll get left behind. So you have to do your best to try to transition. I don't care what age you are at, and don't get it twisted. I am a woman of a latter years, age, a specific age, and sometimes I get frustrated because technology constantly changes. So this article further states that ChatGPT itself, a software which has sparked debate in recent months, said it could potentially replace jobs that involve written communication, such as translation services and social media managers. Yes, 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 yes. So all these social media, like sometimes celebrities or artists or whoever businesses they hire social media team that can be replaced by chatbots. Also, administrators are being replaced by chatbots. So now, say for instance, I can go in and I call my doctor's office and they have now, would you like to schedule an appointment? And it can pick, it's like a computer generated type of thing, and I could pick an appointment on just pressing buttons and dates without speaking to a live person. I can also cancel my appointment without speaking to a live person. You know, so this shows you, this tells you it's replacing so many different industries. You have it, whereas sometimes you get some, depending on where you go in terms of healthcare, you can log in to the portal to see your history, your medical results, to communicate, all of that with your physician, as opposed to going to the office. So again, chat GPT AIs are replacing so many sectors, so many careers, so many jobs. Even with the grocery store, you go to the grocery store, it's self checkout now. It's self. Some stores are strictly self checkout. Some stores, it's like you're being forced to use your card as opposed to cash. Some of them don't even accept cash. So this automation, this computer generated type of world that we're living in, it's definitely the new normal. So like I stated, it's either you catch up or you get left behind. And I know it could be frustrating for those who just are traditional and just used to this and that, and refuse to transition over. And you know, hey, do what works for you. That's okay. If you can continue to live the way you live, then fine, it works for you. You know, but when it comes to so many things, it's like so many functions that we do day to day living, it's almost like you don't have a choice in a sense in certain areas. Okay, this Fox Business News article further states, when asked what jobs could be replaced by AI broadly, ChatGPT said financial analysts and customer service representatives, among others, could potentially be replaced by AI in the future. Goldman Sachs warned in a report Sunday that around the world, as many as 300 million jobs could be impacted by AI automation, CNBC reported. So yeah, there you have it. And again, this is a Fox Business News article. It was just posted on the 29th, so you can go there. I'm just going over some excerpts from the article, just paraphrasing as well, and giving my review and opinion and reaction to the topic at hand. Will artificial intelligence take over jobs? Careers across varying fields could be at risk from AI's chat GPTs. It's all it's wow. It's we have no choice. We almost like it's almost like we have no choice. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts? I need you all to like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. What are your thoughts about this? Some more information. Introducing Chat GPT. Again, it was introduced in November 2022. Um, yeah, Elon Musk and also GPT is taking over in terms of firing in the tech industry. You see, Elon Musk fired a lot of staff members, and then we have Meta too, Facebook firing. So this is affecting the tech world as well, because once you can reduce your programmers and developers, especially when a chat GPT is doing most of the work. What do you need a programmer? What do you need a developer for? So yeah, it's like you almost have to kind of pivot, you guys. You almost have to kind of pivot just your way of living, your style of living, maybe your career choice. Maybe we need more entrepreneurs, so which work hand in hand with the chat GPT. So this is really interesting, everyone. What are your thoughts on this subject matter? What are your thoughts? Chat GPT's taking over. Chat GPT's taking over artificial intelligence. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on this. And again, there's a part 2. I'm going to dive more into the actual careers, the industries. Chat GPT the AI will be taking over, and just go into a few of them and the logistics of it and how it will take over. Because just say, for instance, with attorneys, or just legal professionals in period, you have automation in terms of forms now. So you guys, the attorneys don't usually draft from scratch, or the paralegals. It's already a form document. A lot of it is boilerplate form documents. Some of them have things that they've drafted from scratch, and they don't reinvent the wheel. They change it. So if you have a civil complaint or criminal complaint, you're just taking that and you're just inserting a new case information. You're not drafting it literally from scratch. You're making sure all your T's are crossed and I's are dotted within the content of that document, that particular document that's being filed with the court. So that's just another example, and then they have it too, where you have these programs that I think I learned this when I was in college taking this class. It's called, oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue, where it auto fills. You take a client's information and it auto fills into the document. Smoke bomb, or something like that. That's a program, and it cuts out having a physical person typing in all that information. I think it's called smoke bomb or smoke ball, something like that. So yeah, that's just an example. So you really don't need someone typing in things. You just program the data is in a system, and then it automatically programs into whatever document you want to generate. It's amazing. It's amazing. So that's just another example. But yeah, like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. What are your thoughts? Like I stated, technology is taking over. We have Chat GPT, and we all use Chat GPT in some way, shape, or form, or have. You can't tell me you haven't, especially if you are a consumer. And we all are consumers, and some of us are consumers and owners and entrepreneurs. So you both can be true at the same time. But let me know down in the comment section of my channel, what are your thoughts on this Chat GPT? How will you pivot? That's the question. How will you pivot? Meaning, how will you adapt to the change of artificial intelligence taking over in so many different industries? Will you fight it internally, or will you protest, have a silent protest, and just live in your own little bubble? What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts? Again, this is my second AI video I'm doing, and it sucks because my first one was really, really good. But let me know down in the description section your thoughts. It sucks that I can't publish. Well, I can publish it, but you won't hear any sound. My first technology AI related video. So, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Thank you all for tuning in to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. This is technology driven. Again, how are you pivoting? When it comes to ChatGPT, technology, AI just taking over, are you pivoting? Are you silently protesting? Are you grudgingly saying, I'm not doing this? I'm not doing it. I'm going to keep using my cash. I'm going to deal with businesses that works for me, that works for my lifestyle, my tradition. Or are you on board? Also, is it frustrating dealing with Chat GPT, especially when you calling some of these companies and or you have some grievances and you can't speak to someone live. It's difficult trying to do that, and they connect you to these chat bots and chat boxes, to communicate your concern. But oftentimes, based on my experience, my concerns are not answered specifically, and I end up having to speak with someone, or I get frustrated, hang up, and just try to figure things out on my own because I don't have time to be on the phone. It's just, to me, that's just too time consuming and a waste of time. But nevertheless, drop a comment down in the comment section of my channel. Like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.